Are we doing a photo where we all jump up in front of Wells Fargo?
After this.
I think giving the finger would be more appropriate.
That's actually an idea. I'll put that on the cover of the Metro.
Put it on the cover of the Metro.
Well, they put Alex Wigglesworth on the cover every day, and no one seems to mind that garbage.
All right, now when cameraman comes in, we'll get started.
If I could just stop what you said in the video to me. Is that okay? Sorry.
We're gonna post
Actually,
it.
my parents want to see it. No one else really cares about it.
Absolutely.
I texted them.
Okay, so we're going to do the after.
The littlest occupier.
The
The smallest. The littlest, soon enough, the littlest ever seen.
Ready to go?
Yeah, sort of. Who's speaking?
Um,
I only have one mic.
You,
Gotta put it where it is.
We can, I'm kind of essentially going to MC it, so I can pass it off if you want.
That'd be great.
And once everybody gets introduced and we're done, I can write down everybody's name for us to get the spelling right.
Doesn't somebody here call for the DA to reimburse to the taxpayer the money they wasted prosecuting?
Let me start ripping out of here. It's my life.
That guy deserves.
Don't worry, we've been trolling Seth Williams all day on Twitter. We're on the job.
That's all personal. He only cares what the. I don't wanna. Wait, he responded? Please do.
Yeah, he has responded. Bunch of nonsense.
Literally. He's only into when I say guilty.
Hey Larry, you gonna exercise Wells Fargo?
What's that? Yeah, right.
Exercise Wells Fargo? Did you ever see the video of him exercising?
Yeah, that's the thing that's going around Facebook now. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Tallest one is the front. That was
Don't forget what things. Ready to go? All right, mic check. Okay, everyone. So for everyone that's here, media, attorneys, defendants, supporters, family, friends, we have a mix here of attorneys and defendants who would like to give brief statements on the not guilty that the Wells Fargo 14 got today. And so I'm just going to pass off the mic, and we'll go from there. First up, we have attorney Marnie Snyder.
We're proud of the message that these protesters had. We don't know why the district attorney's office chose not to hear it, but we're very glad that a jury of their peers has and found them not guilty.
Okay, next up we have Mr. Paul Hetznecker.
I'm also honored to be a part of this. I'm honored to be a part of this case.
One more time, Paul, sorry.
Sure.
Focus on one.
I should say we are all honored to be a part of this case. The First Amendment is a key part of our democracy. And on November 18, 2011, these courageous people went and spoke truth to power, and today the jury answered with their verdict. So we're very proud and honored by their decision.
Next up we have a true veteran of the movement, Mr. Jacob Russell.
I'd like to give a plug to my attorney, Mike Lee, who convinced the jury that we were in Wells Fargo to install in their voicemail system after button number 1 for customer service, button number 2 for mortgages, button number 3 for social justice. We established in this trial that free speech trumped over property rights, and at a time when dissent is being discouraged, this is so important that we be able to speak to justice. When there is injustice anywhere, there is injustice everywhere. Thank you.
Next up, Mr. Leo Mulvihill, another of our attorneys.
Thank you, Larry. I'm truly honored to be part of this and to represent these fine folks, because frankly, we as the attorneys, we had a hard job, but compared to our clients, we had the easy job, because they sat down and they made a stand for justice, and the jury saw that today. And we're very proud to have this not guilty verdict and have our clients be vindicated.
Thank you, Mr. Mulvihill. Next up, we have a new father, Mr. Adam Hill.
Hi. Today, more importantly than anything, I think that 12 jurors of our peers have officially put Wells Fargo District Attorney Seth Williams on notice that we will no longer stand for injustice, big banks robbing our school districts.
Thank you, Adam. Next up, the ineffable Larry Krasner.
Prosecutors are supposed to believe in personal responsibility. Well, how about this? Wells Fargo, pay back the money you stole. Seth Williams, pay the taxpayer back for the money you wasted prosecuting these good people. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Krasner. Next up, another of our attorneys, Mr. John Feinberg.
One of the most remarkable things about the Occupy movement was how it gave voice to people who did not previously have a voice. All of these folks who stood trial this week gave proof to the fact that when you use your voice to stand up to injustice, it can be heard, and the jury's verdict confirmed exactly that. Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, Mr. Michael Bloss. Will not start. Michael?
Hey, Michael.
Michael.
Sorry, folks. Oh, sorry, I meant Mike Lee. I'm the worst
That might be
MC
why.
ever.
I, as well as all the other counsel, are very thrilled and honored to have been a part of this case. I think it's very important as corporations open themselves up more and more in our political and public spheres that their private properties be opened up more and more for dissenting opinions to their business practices. And at the end of the day, that's what these brave men and women and fathers and mothers and daughters and sons were there to do. It's hard not to play.
All right. Well, those are the speakers that we have for everybody today. So I guess just to kind of close this out, I wanted to give a quote from two of our attorneys, and I think it kind of encapsulates how we feel about the not guilty and about how our comrades and family feel. Mr. Hetzenecker, during the course of his closing statement, said if it was the power of kings in 1776, it was the power of corporations in 2013 and 2014. And Mr. Michael Cord, who couldn't be here with us today, who was another part of our spectacular council, said the people should not be afraid of exploitive, deceptive, gouging, and yes, criminal banks. Banks should be afraid of the people. Thank you.
We take a little bit and just talk amongst yourselves. I need some extra video.
B-roll.
Exactly.
So it was Twitter. And then I kind of switched I know someone. You know, I like to.